Previously on Chilling.
In almost all the clubs, I was in drama, I was in the economics club, I was in scripture union, I was in actually I was the senior spectator. They would rather leave a substitute and take me spectator. When I went to Boma Primary School, the second day at school, they told me that I used to have Maradona shoes. So the teacher told me, tomorrow don't come back with the shoes. So I said, why? And he said, if you wear shoes, what will the headmaster do?
Just give me an impression.
We shall not accept any kind of intimidation from the government of
Message is so easy.
Chilling.
My name is Drago and I'm the host of Chilling, and I'm asking you, my friend, to keep the love coming on YouTube, Facebook and Twitter. That is Chilling Ubctv. Now, who made it big? You did, by tuning into the show. Good evening and welcome to Chilling. I'm Drago. Now, tonight I'm joined by a media personnel and a news anchor. This man is so self-dedicated. He's one of the reasons, hands down, people tune in to watch news every single day right here in Uganda. He's studied in a seminary school, but surprisingly, he never became a priest. That's what I want to find out today. Simon, man, welcome to Chilling.
How did you find out?
You know,
You've done your research.
I do a lot of digging. Man, seminary? Really?
6 years.
Imagine how it would be. Father Simon Peter. How did you even end up doing?
I think I would be wearing one of those long cassocks and giving you a blessing now.
Man, and the attire, imagine you that attire would look hilarious.
Yeah, you used to seeing me in, suits and the like, but then now seeing me in that big cassock, it's called a cassock, and then I also wonder how it would look.
Now, how does it feel to be on the other side, on that side? Because definitely you're used that being this side. How does it feel? Is it so nerve-wracking?
Well, it is. Are
you prepared for anything I bring up?
I'm looking forward to
How are you
I've been following the show a lot, so
yes, I know.
At least I know how it flows, so at least I know you won't catch me off guard.
Let me try to be as good as I can. I like your outfit. You've kept it so simple.
Thanks.
So mean and linen.
Actually, I wanted to come in a tie and a jacket,
I was going to chase you away.
I figured. I was like, no, let me go and chill with Drago. Just fold my sleeves, smart, and everything.
How does it feel like? Tell me about the seminary school thing. So you started to be a priest. Who motivated you to do that? Was it your parents?
Well, to be honest, I after my P7, I had applied to join St. Henry's Chitovu and SMAC, but then one of my aunties asked my dad to take me for an interview at the seminary, and I passed it, and I was admitted.
What?
Yes.
Does this explain the introverted character of yours? Because you're quite a quiet man.
It did build me, by the way, because I was a really jumpy and stubborn lad back in the day in my primary school. But then there's a way the seminary forms you. It tones you down. The naughty or crazy characteristics, they're really toned down. You become subtle, I should say. So I think I commend the formation from there.
Silent badass. One thing I failed to mention is that you say in your CV that you're a voice specialist. What does that even entail?
Well, being a voice specialist means that over the years, not so many years per se, because I've been into the media for 5 years, 5 active years, I should say, because someone can say I've been in the media for 15 years, but then, they do not have active media
and they
stuff,
even have nothing to show.
Nothing to show. But I'm proud to say I've been in the media for 5 active years, and over time I have picked on different aspects of the trade, and voicing is one of them. The more you voice something, the better you get at it. Documentaries, also presenting news stories, adverts. I've done a couple of adverts here and there. So that's why I term myself a voice specialist.
Hey, what about animations? Have you thought about doing animations?
Graphics. I had a taste for graphics back in the day, but when I first did my internship and I joined the newsroom, I never looked back.
All right. Now I like the way how you've fell into chilling and how you're diving it in.
Thank you.
You're checking, it's your premeditated this show. You're watching it before. So try to be as good as you can. Try to be as good as you can.
I had to prepare myself, do some yoga and make sure that Drago is impressed with my
Let me tell you something, brother. That yoga thing of yours, I'm about to break it. I'm going to break it.
Drago, you won't break me.
We are going to take a little commercial and we are going to be right back with the big man's Mugisha Simon is right here at Chilling. And he had started on well, but we shall see if we'll keep his head up up to when the show ends. So we'll return shortly.
Chilling.
Yeah, now if you're joining us today, we are with Simon. We want to find out about his personal life and what makes him tick. Simon,
yes,
man, thank you for considering to come and chill with me.
Pleasure.
We are
Thanks
going to
for
have a
having me.
magnificent time. Now this is a special edition. We don't have any additives. We straight go to point. No maneuvering and everything of that sort.
Okay.
So I'm going to start with a quote that I got from one of your works.
Okay.
You say that being in the news sector means keeping abreast with the daily trends in different spheres like politics, sports, religion, and debates, among others.
True.
Hashtag news on the go. What does that even mean? What does that even mean?
News on the go means that...
No, the entire quote.
The entire quote. It means that, from my perspective, as a journalist, you have to be updated on each and everything. You have to know something on everything. Something small, a detail on sports, a detail on entertainment, a detail on religion, a detail on politics. You have to know, you basically have to know almost everything. You have to know people who matter.
News
people
is also
in the
about
news,
updates.
yes. Being updated on each and everything. So that in case someone finds you on the one and says, by the way, this is like this. Are you sure it happened like this? You say, well, according to this, it's like this. At least you have an answer for each and every one.
Yeah, because that's where I cut you from. Because one of your mentor, the late Bbale Francis, most of them call him sort of like a patriarch.
Yes.
When it comes to broadcasting.
Yes,
he's a king. He's our Larry King.
Yes.
He's our Larry King.
He was the Larry King of Uganda.
But you know, he used to say something that a journalist has to be a custodian of both information and language.
True.
Is this affiliated to what you're saying?
That's very well put. Actually, you've basically summarized it. Being a custodian of the news, or rather of information, means people can trust you. You have the knowledge to disseminate to people. That's why, news on the go. News on the go means, keeping your nose. You're having a nose for news. You have to know something on everything.
Okay, let us now start from the beginning. Let us start from the beginning. I feel like we have jumped way far. Okay. To a person who doesn't know Simon, who are you? Where are you born from? By the way, that's a vuvuzela. It's not the loudest thing that has ever been known to mankind.
Yes.
So that shouldn't scare you. So who is Simon?
Well, Simon is a jack of all trades and a master of a few. But I could say I was born here in Kampala, Mulago Hospital to be precise. But my ancestral home is in Bushenyi, rather Mitoma, because Mitoma district was carved out of Bushenyi about a year or two ago. So I'm a Munyankole and I'm a Muganda by affiliation. Musajja wa Kabaka.
I thought of me by affiliation.
Yes, but then if you ask me to kutambula ngo Muganda, there you'll have got me.
Even the way you're pronouncing it is so wrong.
Yes.
Tambula.
Yeah, tambula. There's a way you're supposed to bring it out. When the late Bbale was training us, he said, when you're speaking in different languages, especially when it comes to names, you have to pronounce the names as they are. For example, I'll give an example of one of the hardest names that a journalist could come across, the Minister for Sports, State Minister for Sports, Charles Bakabulindi. Someone can say Bakabulindi, but the name is Bakabulindi. Kampala. Articulation matters. So
what sort of a child were you growing up?
My mother tells me I was a very stubborn child, but when someone looks at me now, they can hardly believe it.
I can't hardly believe it, because you barely say a word a day.
Well, back in the day, we used to watch Power Rangers.
I also watched that.
Yes, Power Rangers. And after we'd watch an episode, we'd go outside to play. And, would just fly and jump, would trade blows and you hurt each other. But then at the end of the day, we're all excited and happy, that we are mimicking what we have seen on TV. I was that kind of kid, very stubborn in primary.
You would kick your colleagues?
Well, I don't remember kicking any colleagues, but then I remember, trying to...
Which particular Power Ranger were you? The black one?
Yeah, the black one.
Was he called Zach?
Zach.
Man,
you remember Zach? Yes. There was Zach, the Black Ranger. Billy was the Blue Ranger.
What was about
the
Zach
Ranger.
that you used to like?
Well, the fact that he was the only black guy on the team. And we're all black. It's not racist.
No. We're national TV, yeah.
I know. Okay, well, I would take it back if it seemed racist, but the fact that we wanted to associate ourselves with something that seems us,
Okay.
Everyone.
Okay, so now let's take a little break as we have a glass of water.
Okay.
We shall return back shortly.
Chilling.
I just have two major words for you. Chilling Ubctv and the big man, Mugisha Simon, is still here with me. So tell me, your primary, where did you study that from?
Lohana Academy.
You only studied in one school?
Yeah, one school. Actually, I've studied in one school all my particular years. Primary, secondary, and of course campus. It's just 3 years.
So now you go to university. That's UCU.
Yes.
Why did you choose that university? Everything is so affiliated to religion. I'm not going to start humbling myself, because you're a holy man. You're a holy man.
I knew you were going to, but actually, I don't know. You see, even I do not subscribe to the Buddhist religion or the Krishna religion, but Lohana Academy was an Indian school, and they were very particular with their traditions. So when there were these holidays,
would they force you to practice?
No, they wouldn't force us to practice. No, but then whenever they had those festivals, it was joy for us, because it was a public holiday. Be it a Wednesday in the midday or mid-school week, and there's a holy festival, they would say no school tomorrow. That would be joy for us, because man, waking up every morning for school was trouble.
I know. So they have too much regulations. How did you cope up with that? I mean, a person of your history, it wouldn't be that much harder.
It wasn't hard to cope for me. It wasn't hard to cope because they were the main thing they were strict about was time and the dress code. Very strict with the dress code. So
now you're finished school and you're perfect now, ready to go out in the field and start getting one. Is UBC the first place you showed your CV?
Yes, it is. Actually, it's where I began my career from internship. Actually,
tell me a story. How did you come to work?
Actually, I don't know how best I can summarize, but let me just tell you my UBC story. 2012, I applied for internship and given the slot in February. And UCU had this. That was in my after the first semester of my second year. So the way I used to study, I would study September to December semester, 4 months. Then I have a 4-month holiday from January to April.
Which system is that?
Then I would resume the second semester from August, from May to August.
This was the old schedule or it's a school schedule?
No, it's the school schedule. Because UCU works all year round. It's not like other universities where they do a full year, then they rest for like 2 or 3 months. No.
Yes, because I'm having a coalition. You came to UBC, when was it, 2012?
2012, yes.
So I'm having a coalition. I think I was still at school.
We're all both at school, actually.
Still at school, yeah.
Yeah, we're both still. For you, we're on SEM. Yeah. Because when I was also on holiday, the period when the mass comm students would be on holiday, other students would also be on SEM.
Yeah.
So anyway, for me, I would be on holiday, so I came, applied at UBC, and I was given the internship slot. Internship was supposed to run for 2 months, but then I was really active in the newsroom, so they were like, just keep around till you go back to school. So I kept around, did the 4 months, then went back to school, studied the second semester, and then third year, first semester, studied it September to
Your encounter
December.
with the general man himself, the late Bbale Francis, how did that come about?
The very first time I got to meet Bbale Francis was during my internship. But actually, I even didn't know how to approach him. So I used to just see him and say,
hello. Was he quite of scary?
No, not that he was scary, but I just didn't know, someone whom you've really seen growing up as a child, and now here he is. And you're seeing him in the flesh, the person whom you've really admired, because I really wanted to be I wanted to be a news presenter. How did you even hone
that talent of anchoring? Because UCU, did they teach you that? Because I know you did mass comm, but did they teach you that particularly? Cause
they didn't. They
me, the school where I studied, I was going to tell you, me, the school where I studied at, they never told us how to present, or because most of them believe it's a born talent or something like that. Actually, but then what confuses me, you're going to answer later. What confuses me is that most of the people who haven't done journalism as a course, are so good at this. Why?
Actually, did you know that Bbale Francis did not study journalism?
I would disagree.
Well, I'm not so sure, but in as much as I know, he was a teacher before he became a TV presenter. That was in the late 80s. The late 80s, that's when he started presenting the news. But he was a teacher before, a teacher of English. That's why he was very particular on the language.
Yes.
So given that he had the talent to present the news and he had articulation from being an English teacher, they took him on board.
Still unbeatable, even up to now.
Still unbeatable. And he was very strict when he was training us. Oh my God, you mispronounce a word, he would make you repeat it. There's a time, the word development, I used to call it development. So I was going through one of the news scripts, and then I said development, and they said, say that word 10 times. So I said development. And then after I had perfected it, he said, the next time you meet me, before you greet me, say development. So whenever I would meet him, I would say development. Good morning, sir.
I was quite funny.
He really trained us. So UBC has really groomed me all the way from my internship. Then the second, when my third year, the second holiday slot, I also came, but did more volunteering. I used to go to the field, do news reporting, but I wasn't like being paid for it. So after my grad in 2013, that was in October, I continued at UBC. It was open for me, fortunately.
So now we're in a generation, training, as you know, that glorifies instant gratification.
Yes.
And I think that's a problem. People see you on TV doing what you're doing and they say, I can do that.
Yes.
Why can't I do that? Yet they don't know that you struggled.
Yes.
Going in fields
you
and
grew through them.
Why do you think that's happening to our generation? Why are they so quick at wanting things?
Well, everyone wants to prosper quickly because they see our fathers, right? Whom I called our fathers right now. Most of them have made a name for themselves, but they've really worked to be where they are, and they have the money. Many of them are rich, they're driving, but then when someone comes out of school right now, he wants to drive and he wants a job immediately. If it's in the profession of journalism, he wants to be on the TV immediately. But it's very hard to get you on the screen unless you're good at what you do. You'll have to at least train. And someone doesn't want to say, I'm training for a whole year to become a good TV personality. So I honestly do not know why people want to just instantly be there. Yeah. Yes, success. Because success is built. Rome was not built in one day. It was built over centuries.
Check this out. We're going to take another short break. We shall return back shortly with a special edition of Chilling. And we are right back with a special edition of Chilling. I'm still here with a special man who is barely 30 years old, but it looks like the whole world is in his hands. Simon Mugisha, I want to ask you something. How does it feel telling stories?
It feels great.
People bring in stories, reporters bring them on the desk. How has that changed your life?
Well, it has made me I should say very knowledgeable. At least I have a taste of each and everything. I know something on everything. Because when the reporters bring in stories, they bring in stories from different areas. From cabinet, from parliament, from sports, the international scene. So even if I do not go to read in depth, at least I know that something happened like this because of this. So I've really become knowledgeable because of my ability to tell stories.
So what do you think about sensational stories that bring people panic? What do you think about them? Because they are outside there on some other stations. I won't mention. I agree. They do sensational stories.
And they sell, by the way, apparently, those sensational stories, they sell these media houses, but That's not journalism. Sensationalism, in as much as we learned, in our studies in the journalism and communication, sensational news isn't news. It's just, most of it is just gossip, or it is fabricated news, because someone can come up with a story, something that has actually happened, but then they, I should say, add soup to it, to make it more enticing, so that they can sell copies or rather get viewership.
So what's
not
your
really
description
good.
of a good story?
My description of a good story is
in just a few words.
In a few words, I could say the 5 W's and H. It has to tell you where it happened, what happened, in all truth, when it happened, who was involved, and how. That's basically all about journalism. And it has to be truthful and authentic. Someone can tell an authentic story, and when they're watching it, they'll say that this story is fabricated, but we're enjoying it anyway, so we'll just watch.
Journalism isn't much of a lucrative job, right?
Yes.
What should is passion supposed to be a key mandate for somebody to run into this genre?
It's the number one mandate.
Excuse me, say that again.
Passion.
Look through that camera and say that again. Oh, Maggie has bought some juice.
Awesome.
Thank you.
Chilling.
Passion is the number one drive to be a journalist.
No money. People don't come here to be rich.
Well, actually, if you want to be rich, journalism is not your career objective. If you want to be rich, go into entrepreneurship, go into farming, where you can be your own boss, make money without anyone questioning. You have to pay for pay as you earn, then you have to strictly pay for NSSF. No, as an entrepreneur, you can make all the millions you want, and it is up to you to save according to how your money's come through without being taxed. But
totally agree.
Yes.
I totally agree. Because especially when it comes to news, if you focus at money, I think you'll be so naive.
Yes.
And all your stories will be corrupted.
Yes. You will not give it what it is supposed to be. But if you're a journalist, you're not in it for the money. You're in it for
cheers, bro.
The profession.
Let's take a break as we are enjoying our passion fruit.
Very sweet.
Chilling.
We have been so mumbling about news and why. Amawulire tugaveko for now. Let's talk about your personal life.
Okay, let me first.
When I told guys that I was coming to chill with Simon, and they told me, ask him about whose young lady is seeing. Is he seeing? Simon, are you seeing anybody? Are you dating? Because there have been some rumors you've been linked to a couple names, and they are also popular. There is a girl called Mildred. She also does news at a certain TV I won't mention.
Yeah, when you're in the profession, people will talk here and there.
What's up with you and Mildred? Are you dating?
No. Very far-fetched from that.
I don't believe you. So who are you seeing? Are you even single?
Well, I am not single, I should say.
Oh, look at all the 100 hearts that you've broken.
I'm not a heartbreaker. I don't want to be a heartbreaker, but unfortunately, that's the fact of the matter. Well, I am happy where I am. I do not want to divulge right now because
you know what's funny? I was about to mention.
Guys are going to come for me in the timelines.
I was about to mention that you're a priest. You're not even supposed to date. How about that?
So you say this answer the question. Drago, you're really good at this.
No,
but
the truth is out now. You're seeing a special lady, and you're not willing to say that.
To divulge for now because
you're not willing to even say their name.
No.
But she's not popular.
No, she's not.
She's not in the news business.
No, she's not.
Because eventually you guys will be doing a dynamic duo, you and her. So how do you enjoy your free time off work?
Well, I should say most of my free time I hang out with friends or I'm watching movies. I like keeping abreast with the latest series or movies that have come out. So when I'm not editing.
Yeah. Is
or
that why you have
news.
a full encyclopedia of series in your computer?
Yes.
I've checked this young man's computer. And
my hard disk is in red. It's full. I want to. Sometimes you've watched a movie already, but you want to keep it because you might want to watch it again, and it's quite heavy. But I like watching movies. I like entertainment.
Your favorite movie of all time?
Favorite movie of all time, I would say Captain America.
Okay, Captain America.
17.
What is on your bucket list right now?
Bucket list. I need to see the Eiffel Tower.
The Eiffel Tower. You want to go to Paris?
Yes.
Something that people don't know about you.
Well,
just one thing.
One thing. People don't know that I'm a rapper.
Excuse me, sample that. No.
But I'm not a freestyle rapper, though.
Simon, you just wanted to sound good, right?
No.
You just wanted to sound good. Like, I can say I'm a rapper.
I used to rap, but if I write lyrics, I can actually rap.
Okay, that's very good.
And beatbox too.
Chilling.
Simon, this has been a lot of fun. Listen, I would trade places to do this again. I swear to God, I've had the craziest fun with you. This has been the best special edition we have ever done. I
really enjoyed it.
We're so comfortable with each other. We were laughing. We were sipping on juice.
Sipping on juice. Very sweet juice.
Thank you so much for giving me time. And listen, stay doing whatever you're doing.
Thanks a lot, bro.
Because the world belongs to you. And that special lady, she's very, very lucky to have you.
Thanks a lot.
Simon has given me a lot of fun, and this has been kept choice, but I feel like I don't want to go, guys. I don't want to go.
I also want to stay here.
No, Simon, before we leave, by the way, tell guys how can they reach you? You have a social media platform? Or?
Yes, I'm social media. Facebook, my Facebook page is Simon Mugisha. My Twitter handle is at @ninye_Mugisha. My contact, if I was to give out a contact in case someone wants to get in touch and
you see how nice he's a priest. I told you, he's a priest by heart. You see how nice he is.
Very generous.
He's also giving out his digits, alright?
My contact 0775 597477. That's WhatsApp.
Ladies, not that. I just have to put that. Simon, we have to go. This has been a special edition.
Thanks for having me, man.
Thank you very much, Henry and Herbert and Tony. This has been a blast. See you next time. And catch this same episode on YouTube. Just type in Chilling Ubctv. Then follow us on Twitter. Please come on Twitter and Facebook. We need more likes, we need more followers, and we need more views, because this is the best show in the entire diaspora. And I'm not saying that again. Simon, have you enjoyed?
I've had a blast.
Peace, we're out.
Next week on Chilling.
Can't know when the Prime Minister of UK passes on, but you know when Muhammad Ali passes on.
Yeah.
You can't know when the President of Brazil passes on, but you know when Pele passes on. Sports is the biggest thing ever.
All right.
Yeah, I'm a message person. I want to know the message in the music.
So, but
my favorite artist is Bob Marley. And I listen to music, but the music that I listen to sometimes come and go. The music don't have any inspiration to stay for longer than 2 years, 3 years. After exercising, I go back home. And
you wait, at night you don't go clubbing a little bit?
No, I'm too old for that.
Chilling.
My name is Drago and I'm the host of Chilling, and I'm asking you, my friend, to keep the love coming on YouTube, Facebook and Twitter. That is Chilling Ubctv.